Hey everybody, welcome back to our alternative American history. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. When I reboot the game, come back into the map, all of those people who are at war instantly agreed to my peace deal. I don't know what it was, but reloading the map, they instantly agreed to it. And so we are getting paid pretty good reparations now, at least 100 grand. We're not getting paid from the other ones because I did have white peace active. So that like white peace was active. Like, so those three people, including France, did get away without having the war reparations. But I'm just glad that they all just agreed to it so I can stop being at wars. That's really all I wanted. So now I can focus on fixing Puerto Rico because they're at 93% radicals. And it's very likely that they'll just want their own independence soon, which is, you know, obviously not what I want. So I need to do something about that. That's why we have all these businesses going in and all these things that we're building, trying to invest in them, trying to get all this down. I would like to, with a little bit of authority that I have, I would like to go in and degree emergency relief for Puerto Rico. So in order to do that, I need to take it out of Saskatchewan. And we'll do emergency relief for Puerto Rico. So hopefully we can get, I guess, welfare payments, which is, maybe that will help their turmoil. Maybe that will help their, I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea if that even works because we don't actually have welfare. I was going to go do welfare, but I know it's going to cost me a ton of money, and I'm not really into it just yet because there's something else I want to do while we're taking care of all of this stuff, right? We have Puerto Rico. Hopefully we get to keep it. Panama is good and stable now. They're happy. It's 1926. Obviously, we need to go after Hawaii, which I haven't been able to do because I was at war with Puerto Rico. So, or war for Puerto Rico. So, now we can go after Hawaii. We can't conquer state. That doesn't work. We can return state, which is what we want. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. Probably have to face France. But, yeah, we're going to play that. So, and then if they refuse, pay us war reparations. All right, same thing. So hopefully they don't get France on their side. And if they don't, they'll be so fearful that they'll absolutely just give up. So that'll hopefully give us Hawaii. While we're on about that, so we're going to take and try to fix Puerto Rico to get the turmoil down. While we're doing that, we're going to take Hawaii. While all of that's going on, I think it'd be fun to do an expedition. I think it'd be fun to take a trip to the Arctic. Yes, through the wonders of technology and the heroism of our explorers, the interior of the Antarctic continent may finally be accessible. The race is on. We must be first to the pole. So we're going to start this. The Antarctic continent remains almost entirely unexplored. An expedition to this vast, frozen waste would be expensive and fraught with peril. But the glory of being first to the pole would be immense. Murmurs and whispers soon fill the halls of the world's most prestigious science academies as the prospect of reaching the final geographical discovery becomes much more than a fever dream. I know, just the man for the job. We are going to choose somebody for this job. Let's see who we have. We have a character who is a hedonist, bandit. He does have the explorer trait. So maybe that'll work for us. I don't know. He's also the cocaine addict, so number 9. Francis Norcross, are you going to help me on an exploration? Bandit, explorer, expert naval commander. Rough waters chance. I don't know if any one of these actually help me on a specific... Like, none of these appear to help me on, you know, on explorations. So, I think I'll take the commander who is lowest rank if possible. Well, we'll choose between these two, probably. So, Francis... Right, they're down here. So Francis Norcross is... he's up at level 2. Looks like he's a vice admiral, so I think he's level 3, actually. Pileman Blair? Yeah, he's a rear admiral. So I think we could take Blair. I like him. I like Blair, I think. Imperious, which gives us no big deal here. Yeah. Known for their arrogant and demeanoring nature. Sounds like the perfect kind of guy for this job. Most prepared one. So this is going to cost us 471,000 in government money. And we'll start the Antarctic expedition. So now we're spending 471,000 just to go to the Arctic. That is now an additional expense because of the expedition. But we're still keeping it real with a surplus, and we're racking up that bank. We're at 55 million in the bank here, so good. Looks like the Hawaiian Islands have decided to capitulate. Seems pretty good. So now we need to fix these guys at the same time so the same thing doesn't happen. So we want to go ahead and incorporate them. It'll take 21 years, apparently. Sucks to be me. We have all these businesses. They should be in good condition here. We shouldn't need to do much to make them happy. But they don't have a whole lot of access to the American market at the moment. So we do need to work on infrastructure stuff for these guys since the AI doesn't do it for us. So we're going to expand the port all the way. We already have a level 10 railway. That should be plenty, but we'll do like maybe 5 more levels to that, I guess. And like we've maxed out all their arable land. We can maybe, yeah, get some of these things to do hardwood production instead. Get those to be a bit more efficient. Maybe upgrade that to maxed out. And then most of this stuff is, like I said, is done. It's just about not having access to the market. So if we can get the infrastructure stuff done, I really don't see why they would... Yeah, I really don't see why they would have this turmoil for very much longer. Because they should have everything they need once they have full access to the market. Which, I mean, they don't have it now, and that makes sense. So things are more expensive now than they should be. But that won't last forever. We can subsidize the steel industry, get that going. Textiles, too. Let's get them hiring for that, too. And as these buildings come online, we should see this turmoil drop. Their quality of life should keep going up. Looks like Austria wants to play ball here and cut us down to size. We will demand war reparations. Would everyone want to help them? We'll demand the same of you. Radicalization is at 87 now. This should be going down faster than this. I really think it should be going down faster than this. Let's upgrade you. We'll assembly lines here as well. And like tools are super cheap. But I think, again, that's because they don't have access to the market. So we got to bring the market online, and that's what the railway is for and the port upgrade, which we just did a port upgrade, so that should be happening. I almost want to give them more infrastructure. Like instead of the emergency relief, we give them the infrastructure instead. It might be more beneficial to them to get that market up. But again, we have railways. The railroad is being built. It's just 3 weeks out. We're gonna go 15 on the railways there. They have a lot of buildings, I guess, in here, so we'll see. Paper's super expensive. Puerto Rico's gonna make its own paper as well. Well, it's only super expensive because they don't have access to the American market, right? That's, again, the thing. As soon as the market comes online, as soon as they get access to our market, then their quality of life goes way up really quick. The prices all become more manageable the moment that happens. Now it's 33%. At the Mountains of Madness. The expedition spots the twin volcanic peaks of Erebus and Terror on the horizon. When they were first discovered by James Clark Ross, Erebus was observed to be an eruption. Thankfully, we find the mountains at peace. They rose grimly into the western sky, allowing us to distinguish various bare, bleak, blackish summits, and to catch the curious sense of fantasy which they inspired as seen in the reddish Antarctic light against the provocative background of iridescent ice dust clouds. We move quickly, we can get minor progress. We can collect geological samples. There's a 50% chance of having a peril. Or we can ascend the mountain. Have even more prestige. I think we just move quickly here. Getting apparel sucks. 50-50, that sucks. I don't want to get apparel this early, so we're just going to keep moving. We have enough prestige as is. I mean, we're 10 times the next prestigious, so I think we're good here on prestige. 44% of the market. The faster this number goes up, the better everyone's life is, and the faster the turmoil drops. Come over to Hawaii really quick. They have 100% the market access now. So with 100% market access, we'll now start to see, yeah, their prices are way up here. So let's get the dyes. We'll go 20 levels there. I could also maybe start improving some of the dye plantations in this area. There's some more dye plantations around here. Let's just get the iron mines on too. Lead mines can go too. I'm looking for dye plantations. Let's upgrade that to full all the way too. All right, so we really don't have to worry about Hawaii. Their turmoil is down below where we need to worry about them trying to secede again. We have Trans-Antarctic Mountains again. The expedition has advanced through eternal days of snow marching until finding the impenetrable site of the Trans-Antarctic Mountains. A new challenge awaits as their routes have been scarcely documented. The ever-gray sky had left us in a state of cruel anesthesia, incapable of discerning the line that separated snow from atmosphere, snow from footprints, snow from us. A sharper gray was laid before us, and in its numbness resided a familiar comfort. The wall of stone was covered in white, and it took us most of the day to understand that it was no vertical sky, no heaven falling upon us. The final chant, the doomed trumpets, a mirage. Those were mountains. We can find a new route. 67% chance-ish that we, 66% chance that we can get progress at least, or we just take a known approach and expedition continues without progress. I'll take the chance here. It's good odds here. I have no idea if we got peril. We have low peril. Wow. 33% and it hit. That sucks. Germany's going to try to cut us down to size now. We'll go ahead and require reparations from them as well. Yes. Keep threatening us and then not doing anything. Please, by all means, keep threatening us and not doing anything. This is exactly what I like. 70% market access. There's another 10 levels being added to the railway, so that should take care of it. We'll come back and check in on that in a little bit. Hawaii, down to 38% now. Standard of living is increasing. That's what we need to see. And we want to see the population getting unimpoverished. So you have full market access, but it's these two stratas. So it's mostly the luxury goods. Can we bring some in? Will you let me? Yes, German, bring it in. Although if you're going to go to war with me, that's not really going to help me. We can bring dyes in as well. Let's bring the furniture in and the porcelain. That should help a little bit. Can we export grain? Just export grain everywhere, please. Just send grain everywhere. Liquor, that too. Send it to the Germans. Maybe they won't want to go to war with us. Italians, you can have my steamers. We'll send furniture to the Italians, and glass can go to the German market too. All right. That should greatly help our economy. All those things should absolutely help us. Down to 69.6%. We're getting there. Devastation's still high. 90% American market access. And with that, these businesses should chime and get right back online because the prices are going to start getting under control for them. I will subsidize the tool industry to get them hired. And we will get the rail cars, chainsaws, etc. Very good. Fishing wharfs. We're already using steamboats. That's good. Steamboats are very cheap. They'll have to fix electricity. We can go and maybe say 5 levels to your power plant. And then we can go oil fired. We can use a little bit more oil. Go oil fired with Puerto Rico's. All right. So coffee plantations are up down to 63%. So this is dropping. We are seeing turmoil drop actively We should almost see this fist go away here. Maybe before Germany decides they don't want to go to war. It does say they're worried. Not fearful. They may choose to go to war with us. Which would suck. But I think I want to maybe stand up a little bit here. Maybe mobilize a few units. Show that I'm ready to do it, right? Maybe get some conscripts active. We'll take them in Dixie. Just add numbers to the board to really show them that I'm not screwing around. Because they are mobilizing a lot of units here, so they may actually decide to try this again. Round 2 on the German Cold War. Good luck. I mean, they could do it, but it's... I'm just going to block all your convoys, so... Although I am down an admiral. There is that. If I add an admiral, I don't have a whole lot of convoys left to add for them, so... We could probably do with some naval base expansions in the south. So let's kind of maybe do that. Florida, up yours quite a few levels. Georgia, yep. Let's get the Texas one upgraded a little bit too. Get the Dixie region to have an even better navy. Does say they're worried. It's fairly likely that they will back. Especially if their side stands to lose from a war. So, are you going to leave? You didn't get Austria to join you, so you are all alone in this. If you want to do it again, I guess that's what we'll do. But we have everybody on the eastern seaboard mobilized right now. I mean, not everybody, but I can do it. I can get everybody mobilized pretty quickly here. Everyone that's in, you know, this side, for example, Wigglesworth, he's already mobilized. Right? Like, we're just going to be here. You want to come and make landfall, I guess. Yeah, so they're just going to try it. Okay. Well, I really don't see you doing very well here, so... yeah, German war reparations is what we will absolutely press that. So here we are. Same thing again. They've got a lot of soldiers. I have less. If they want to make landfall, then okay. Go ahead and try it if you want. We'll take my admirals, and we're just going to raid convoys coming in from Germany. So if they want to bring their people in, we will be ready for them. Already assigned to the order. Yep. Maybe we can go ahead and do this one instead. Because they could always come up here, too. They could try to, you know, they could try to come up into Canada and stuff as well. So we want to raid their convoys kind of in various different places here. And we just basically stop them. Stop them from getting in here. That's what all my people are doing. Raid. Yep, right here. And then Fileman, this is the guy that's on the expedition, so he can't help us. Speaking of the expedition, well, I certainly hope this isn't the expedition. Dog meat. Supplies are running low for the Antarctic explorers. The crew debates the merits of killing some of the sled dogs, dividing the meat between the men and remaining dogs to increase their odds of survival. One cannot calmly contemplate the murder of animals which possess such intelligence and individuality, which have frequently such endearing qualities, and which very possibly one has learned to regard as friends and companions. Or, we have agreed to shrink from nothing to achieve our goal. And if we do not do this, the dogs will surely die of malnutrition or exhaustion otherwise. So we get minor progress, but we lose popularity for our admiral. Or we get minor progress and we gain a peril. I already have a low peril. I really don't want to add more because there's a lot of things going on here. Oh, I really hate the idea of eating the dogs. But I don't want the perils. The perils are like the #1 way you fail these. Is just like you just build up the perils and then you die. Right? So I get a peril of 8 and you fail. And who knows how many more events there are here. So I'm gonna I feel terrible. How big is this peril? As you take on more risks in an expedition, it becomes increasingly perilous, leading to a greater chance of failure. I'm gonna go with the dogs. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, doggos. But if we fail the expedition, then everybody dies, including the dogs. And I don't want to fail the expedition. I'm a monster, okay? There, you can say it. Go ahead in the comments. You can tell me. It's fine. I'm a monster. I know. These are things that... These are the hard choices that we have to make, okay? Same thing with propertied women, all right? These guys are the real monsters, okay? Just look at them. They're the real monsters here. Ironclads are very expensive. Wowzers. Rhode Island, you have a shipyard. Let's expand it. New Jersey, you got a shipyard. Expand it. We need more electricity. We're gonna need more engines, more steel, more everything. Pretty much. So that's the way it normally goes. More everything. Logging camps, get that going. I don't know why that isn't going already. Let's up the sugar plantations. Let's up the livestock ranches. I'm pretty sure meat's expensive now. Yeah, meat is overpriced now. So we're going to want to get that under control. Fabric is pretty good too. Logging camps in Virginia. Let's get all the hardwood going. I don't know why that's not done yet here. Let's resources, logging camps. Max out everything in any state that can do a logging camp. We want to do it. Any state that can should. I'm just going to max it out. If you can give me wood, then do so. There we go. Don't take those out of context. I know you. I know what you're thinking right now. Actually notice that the journal entry for the Panama Canal is not completed yet, and I was trying to figure out why. So it says it needs to be state owned by the United States. That's check. Buildings Panama Canal, check. And then it says the workforce occupancy is greater than or equal to 90%. And that's the part where we haven't actually gotten it yet. So if I look at the Panama Canal, because I made this 10 levels big like an idiot, it can handle 50,000 workers. Which is, again, way more than it needed. Way more. So it's not hiring anything because I was kind of stupid like that, and I can't bring it down, unfortunately. But I can subsidize it, which, of course, costs me a bunch of money. But if I subsidize it, the building will hire more workers. So we're going to get more people in there, and all I need to do is get to 90% employment, check this box, and then stop subsidizing it. So that's what I'm going to do. But it's just like... I was just like, no, wait a minute, why isn't this working? And that's why. So this also provides a decent living wage for 50,000 people. So I would expect to see radical population here also dwindling down to almost nothing, because we still have a red fist here, and we want to get rid of that, of course. So we're going to want to make sure that we get more people working, and population's sake, we have 200,000 people unemployed. So I should be able to get pretty much everybody working in the canal because I'm subsidizing that thing. So everybody should eventually work here. And, it's machinists and capitalists and all that stuff. So once this fills up to 90%, we should be able to check that list. And then I can stop subsidizing it. We are barely at a deficit right now. And you might be wondering, what's going on with the war with Germany? The same exact thing. They are not coming over here. It's like they're trying to cut us down to size. They're full turmoil because that's the AI. But they're not coming across the water to get me. Which makes sense. I mean, we're way across the water. What are you trying to do? And then also, you know, I'm shutting down all the shipping lanes anyway, so whatever. There. So canal is completed. That should give me the prestige I was looking for. And now I can go to the canal and stop subsidizing it, which will provide... is this a weekly balance of 900 prestige? Like, I don't need the prestige. I don't need this, okay? If I could go back and do it over again, I would only do 1 level to the Panama Canal rather than allowing me to do 10 levels. There's no reason 50,000 people need to be on that canal, but here we are, right? So, yeah, like 5,000 people would probably be enough. Let's go get the shipyards going. Ironclads are very, very expensive, so we can stop making damn steamers. I want to make less steamers. I wish I could tell this thing to... Yeah, I guess maybe this. Arc welded steamships makes more steamers. So if I do this, it will make less steamers. Maybe that's how we have to do this. Just regular steamships instead of the arc welded steamships. And then if I go into, let's say, it's urban, right? The shipyards. Yeah, we can say that we want all of these to be steamships. That will raise the price of steamers. So I like this. So let's maybe have you go to regular steamships. New Jersey can go to steamships, and North Carolina. Hopefully that'll equalize the price of steamships and make all of the shipyards more profitable. You know, by dividing that supply up like that. I'm not actually taking down any of their convoys. So this war is just going to linger on and eventually just go away, which I guess is fine. You know, it's kind of like the same thing with the revolution. It just lingers on, but it doesn't go away. I feel like these revolutions here, they should last a very short time. And if they don't materialize, then they dwindle away. And by very short time, I mean like maybe 2 years at most. But this thing's been on the screen for half a decade. So it just goes on. And I don't know how to get rid of it. So we just ignore it. We continue. Line continues to go up. Actually, I know how to get the line to stop going up. But I would really, really like to have this expedition done before the line go up. But here's what we can do. I will raise taxes to the maximum level. Okay. We'll actually wait for the maximum level. And then what we'll do is go into laws. And we are now going to implement old age pension. This is Social Security. And this is very expensive. This will drain our budget. But what it will also do is dramatically reduce the rate of radicalization. This is going to kill radicalization, I'm just sure of it. Because you can't give people free things and then have them be radicalized, okay? So all these radicals are going to plummet as soon as we implement old age pension, I'm sure of it. And when that happens, our budget will disappear. It'll just vanish. Our money will just vanish. So I'll have to go to the maximum tax bracket, probably. But as long as our market's balanced, I don't think it'll matter that much. Get all these things out of here. So porcelain's too expensive. All the luxury clothes and stuff are too expensive. So we need to go and do things with that too. So we want, let's say, we want furniture, luxury furniture to go up. And so it's like we still don't have infrastructure in Ontario, for real? We're going 10 levels, 20 levels in Ontario. Saskatchewan, are you connected? Yeah. All right. These states are, it's hard to keep up with them. There's just so many of them, you know? So I want to go and get, let's see. I bet you that we can add some more synthetic plants. Virginia, Oklahoma, just to make more silk. I could also go to the plantations over there, but I'd rather not right now. We're going to need another power plant. So let's go add one in Alabama, bring it up to like level 15. And then I want to have luxury furniture. Let's make that in... We have 110,000 unemployed in Nevada. Let's make some luxury furniture in Nevada. Glassworks. Let's say we have 179 unemployed in Montana. Okay, there we go. Let's get some glassworks over here. Glassworks over here. Bali just got its independence. That's pretty sweet. Work on tooling there. And then we can see that we need more railway in Michigan. So let's just add more there too. I think I already had that queued, but whatever. We're just going to add more. More railway there and there. Just to help with that. And then don't you have a port? Max that port out. All these guys should have maxed out ports for your infrastructure. Like this, we shouldn't need to do railroads when you have a water access. Because you just have stuff, you know? We have a new thing. Burmese revolt. Let me go ahead and get rid of that, though. This expedition takes a long time to get to the Antarctica. It's a very long time. Look at this revolution now. It's at 70%. This is really going up with this, aren't they? It's a lot of states, too. Look at this. Like, all that red area. That's basically our entire country is getting ready for a revolution right now. For propertied freaking women. Are you kidding me right now? It's insane. They're a marginalized group even. 2.2%. It's just wild. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that old age pension helps with this, because like we have almost as many radicals now as we do loyalists, and that has to change. It's kind of nuts. It's all because of this. The longer this stays on, man, it just keeps going. Like if I don't do this, if I don't placate this, then it just apparently they're just gonna revolt. Like half the nation. Well, okay, not half the nation. A quarter of the nation is radicalized right now. Like, what the hell? Tooling workshops need to go up. We need more luxury clothing. I need to start bringing it in from other markets too. I mean, it's hard to keep up with it, but we'll bring the Italian clothing in. We'll bring the Dutch furniture in. Bring in some porcelain. Tools we'll bring in from the British. That should really hit that hard. Should make more radios. I can't bring in oil. It doesn't matter. Send out grain. As much grain as we can. Send out the regular furniture. Help those furniture industry people out. And send out the regular clothes. We can do that to the British market. And of course we need more textiles and stuff anyway. That's already happening, so... Okay, so I'm gonna let this run a bit. I'm really hoping that I can get old age pension will pass, or I'll let it run until this Arctic expansion is done, or I'll let it run until the revolution happens. Whichever one happens to happen first. See you guys in a second. Okay, so we got another movement now to enact private schools alongside the propertied women thing. So, this is great. Revolution is 72% now. Just great. Missed the mark, it says. What's this? The expedition has realized that they have overshot their route towards the next supply depot. They realized that sometime last year. The expedition has realized that they did that. So, as we continued our way through the merciless white, snow cairns had become more and more scarce, or that we thought. God help us, we can't keep up this pulling, that is certain. Amongst ourselves, we are unendingly cheerful, but what each man feels in his heart, I can only guess. So, we could get a major peril, 75% chance on this. That sucks. Or we turn back and we lose progress, or maybe gain a peril at 25%. Ugh. I'd rather lose progress than get a major peril. That sounds bad. That's a lot of progress. This expedition takes forever. This is going to cost us like billions of dollars. Like that 500 grand that I'm spending over and over again is just every freaking pip, man. Kind of wild. So yeah, now it's the old age pension. Hopefully it passes. 30% to pass. And it did. Oh my God, we got it. Okay. Old age pension is here. So it says it will radicalize the industrialists and southern planters, blah, 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 blah. They're already here. They're already radicalized. They're already trying the revolution. However, the overwhelming majority of people will feel comfortable knowing that they now have Social Security. Okay? That's not free stuff. They, you know, in the real world, they just pay into it. But in this game, it just costs me money out of my government coffers. So here it is. Pops in the United States of America will recalculate their interest group supports. So now they're going to re-roll their support in which interest groups they like and they don't like. And practical limit to the age where our workforce is no longer efficient and their subsequent welfare must fall under the purview of our government. So here it is. Now, when I do that, notice my budget now. It's pretty bad, right? It's pretty bad. But what I'm hoping to see, I'll go ahead and run the clock again. What I'm hoping to see is a dramatic decrease in radicalization because people are going to re-roll this and they will like having Social Security. So hopefully this will dramatically improve their quality of life. At least it absolutely should, or this game is broken. So that Social Security should be helping a lot of people right now. So I better see this line drop fast, or there's something wrong with the game if it doesn't. So if we have Social Security as an institution now. Yep. So negative 1% workforce ratio, plus 10% welfare payments, 20% dependent income, and then also 2% dependent enfranchisement. We can go up to 5 levels here if we're making a lot of money, but right now we're not making a lot of money. We're not making nearly enough money. Revolution has less support now. Starting to see that drop down to 64% now. And there's our radical starting to decline, even though there are now 2 things on the screen. That's now starting to decline. What I would hope to see is that this will continue to decline now, even if I raise taxes to the maximum level, which would make me solvent. Provided, of course, the expedition is not sucking my money away. So I will raise taxes to the highest level. And I'm hoping that by raising taxes to the highest level, we can still see the radicals go down. And it is dipping. This is a good thing. It is dipping. Hopefully everyone will love this. And we'll see the revolution drop down to 54% now. So I think we've quelled the revolution just by passing Social Security. Good. Now the real question is whether or not we can maintain our budget with this. I am going to, I think, let this go a little bit further because I am noticing that, yeah, when I raise taxes, it does stop the decline of radicalization. So I think I'll try this a different method. We'll go and tax porcelain directly instead. This will only affect people who want to purchase porcelain at this point, which it should be universally still good for everybody like this. Yeah, we should see that. So my reserves currently have 81 million in them. I can survive quite a few months like this. I kind of hope I can survive until the end of the expedition, and then I can reevaluate everything. Also, I have some war stuff happening right now, and so that's also eating into my budget as well. My cost of war is currently 20 million. So Germany is just sucking money out of me too. So as soon as this stupid Germany thing where they're not even attacking me is done and over with, that plus the expedition being over with means we should be profitable with this level of taxation and no consumption tax. At least I think no consumption tax will be required. Going through authority, I might be able to make myself even better here real quick. If I go and let's take away a decree. Puerto Rico no longer needs emergency relief. Yeah, they're at 25% radicalization here. So that's no big deal. 25% turmoil. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We can add some new industries that I think will help them. Let's do glassworks here too. We want porcelain. We're taxing it, so I'm going to bring down the price so that they're more likely to buy it anyway. And then we can also get some Puerto Rican art. Why not? Get them in there too. Let's raise power and a little bit more in furniture. And the tool shop is not working at all. Why is the tool shop not working? Input prices. Frickin' oil. I have no way of getting oil unless I do whaling. Whaling is the only way I'm getting more oil. I need to do it. I don't like it. I hate it, but I need oil, and I'm not really going to take over any other nations that have it right now, so we're going to do oil. Yeah, we're going to make sure that there's steam-powered oil whalers, which will use more steamers and make those better. We can do flash freezing to have less labor with it. I think that's probably okay. And then we'll make sure that they're... Yeah, we'll do privately owned on these. And then the fishing wharf should do steamer trailers too. And we just have subsistence farms, which, like, this many subsistence farms is kind of wild. I really don't think we should have that many, but Louisiana has a lot of them. So let's take a look at Louisiana, see if we can't do anything about that. Let's raise more tobacco, a little bit more cotton, and I think we'll do the rest is tobacco. Yep. Use that extra land for something good here. We'll add some construction sector there too, I guess, and then max out the port, and let's raise the railway by 3. All right. So obviously, like, you know, building things isn't helping my budget either. That's the best I could do. So now we're down. I love the radicalization is actually doing exactly what it should. People are realizing that life is better now. They don't need to be so radicalized. We're not gaining any loyalists, but we're seeing a huge reduction in radicals, which should really put a damper on this, since their radicalization and their support should be lower. And I just want to see these go away so that I can finally stop fighting this line and start seeing the line actually drop down to like really, really low levels. So I should see that level drop really, really far pretty soon. I have a little bit of authority now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tax a little bit of extra taxes on luxury furniture. Just again, to help me stay good here. Let's go ahead and add additional manufacturing for this to further reduce the price. Because if we're going to tax luxury furniture, we need the price of it to drop even further. So let's bring that in. And then market-wise, we need oil. There's just nobody we can bring it in from. Try to get it from the British, I guess, but it's pretty impossible. Italy embargoed us, so no more trading with Italy. Sad face. Looks like British Republic also embargoed us. We actually had France. France's embargo ended. That's interesting. We might be able to bring in French furniture now. Possibly. We'll try that. It's not productive yet, but it may become productive. We'll see. I'll give it a little bit of time. Bringing in porcelain seems like a good idea. Bring that in from the French. And we can make our own radios. I just don't know why we're not doing it enough. I guess because we're still at war. That's why. These guys are at 0-0 now. Is that a coincidence or is this bugged again? This is really annoying. Proposed peace deal. Yes. This. Just agree. Agree to peace, please. Agree to pay us war reparations. Okay. Done. Ah, good. We're making money again. All right. Everything is right in the world. Of course, this is with taxing 2 really high valued goods. So it's possible that this won't help us as much. But you can see radicalization is dropping. This is what we wanted to see. And eventually, I think these are going to go away. I really hope it does. We're actually a pretty good relationship with Haiti. I can probably stop improving relationship at this point because I don't need to. Start working on relationship with Cuba instead, I think. Improve relationship with Cuba for a little bit. Kind of neutral to us now. And I don't think we're ever going to not be a pariah. It's still 153. We're losing this by 5 per year. So, yeah. We'll be a pariah for the rest of the game, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, not really, because as long as nations are constantly trying to cut us down like Germany is, then we can keep abusing that kind of silly trait where we can get war reparations from them. They're giving us 123,000 for war reparations. That's crazy. Like, we're not profitable because of Germany, but it's pretty damn close to being that way. So, yeah. I think I'm going to leave this video here. Kind of a weird spot to leave it, but I mean, we're pretty close to done, right? I think we're basically done, right? We'll do one more video to close it out. It's not even we can go to 1936, but I mean, we have basically everything we set out for, right? We're going to have a good relationship with Cuba, Puerto Rico. We got Panama and we built the canal. We've got Hawaii and they're not going to run away. We've got Alaska. We don't have this, but I don't really care because it's not really part of my goals anyway. We're hopefully not going to be at war with ourselves in a bit, so we need to quell this revolution. And then we have the Arctic expedition. So that's how we'll end the series. Next video will hopefully to be at peace, or at least not having our civilization revolt against us. I would love to be able to lower taxes. I would love to be able to do that. I just can't afford it. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to afford it. We'll see. But I would like to bring it down here. If I'm offering welfare, I suppose it's not a big deal to go this high. But I'd like to get rid of this and maybe be successful in this, or at least finish this. Whether we're successful or not, I have no idea. We're at medium peril here. Needs to be careful. I mean, there's only 33% chance to have that happen, but... And this is after we ate the dogs. I can't imagine what it would have been like without the dogs. Probably already failed. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I hope you guys will like the video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.